Welcome to another episode of Dox'n Reality, and I'm your host, Mr. Paradox. Y'all gonna want to pay attention for this shit. And those who fail to learn from history are doomed to repeat that shit. And that's exactly what's happening right now. COVID camps put disease carriers in detention centers, proposed New York law suggests. Boy, New York, y'all always got some shit going on up there, don't you? A New York State lawmaker, you need to put that motherfucker's name out there. Yeah, has introduced a bill that would allow the government to detain people in a, deemed a potential public health risk. What the fuck does that even mean? That is extremely vague language. They can make that shit out to be whatever they want to be. If you're not careful, this is the same shit that happened to, quote unquote, back in the Holocaust. Holocaust, if you ask me. I don't think that shit was real. Fuck it, this video might get banned anyway. I don't care. Let's see. Amid concerns that the COVID-19 crisis is being allegedly used to usher in authoritarianism. It's not. It's not even alleged at this point. They're just openly doing it because nobody's like saying it or shooting back at them. A New York State amid concerns. Let's see. Authored by a Democratic member of the New York, a Democratic member. Enough said. Not like the Republicans are any better, but the Democrats just kind of seem to just be just openly just saying, fuck it. Let's just usher in communism. We want secret police, just like Lavrenti Beria over the Soviet USSR with, death, secret police over there, machine gunning people in the streets and all that good shit. They want that. Let's see. Authored by Nick Perry. Bill A416 calls for the removal and or detention of individuals who are identified as a case, contact, or carrier of a contagious disease. They can make that list out to be whoever the fuck they want it to be. If such a thing that comes to fruition. Such person or group of persons shall be detained in a medical facility or for other appropriate facility or premises. Let's see. The sweeping powers would be employed in the event of the state government declaring a health emergency due to an epidemic of any communicable disease the bill proposes. The legislation states that the government must provide clear and convincing evidence that the health of others is in danger before ordering a person or group to be detained. Clear and present danger. You can't even make a virus a clear and present danger. You can't even show that people are dying in mass numbers. You're just repeating the same lie over and over in the hopes that like people will take your word for it. Let's see. People being removed will have the right to legal representation and are allowed to supply the telephone numbers of friends or family to receive notifications of the more snitching, save yourselves and all that good shit. We all know how this goes. The law apparently allows the governor or health official to unilaterally approve such detentions, but a court order is required within 60 days of confinement. So, and judicial review is also required if the individual is still in detention after 90 days. And we all know with these crooked ass judges, they just make laws whatever the fuck they feel like now. At this point, guns should be loaded up, ready to go. The bill also allows the governor or relevant health authorities to require people deemed potential health risks to submit to medical examinations as well as undergo a prescribed course of treatment, preventative medication, or vaccination. Since when the fuck does the government have the right to just tell you how the fuck to govern your own body? Well, where the fuck did they get the unmitigated gall to do this? In fact, the Democratic lawmaker introduced a nearly identical bill during the 2016-2015 legislative session, but it appears to have gone nowhere. The current iteration of the proposed law will be reviewed by the Assembly's Health Committee next week. Although the legislation is still a long way off from adoption, it caused considerable consternation on social media. I know Cuomo was a bit of a authoritarian anti-Semite, but I never thought the state would go literal Nazi. Conservative commenter wrote, referring to Governor Cuomo. The governor has previously been accused of imposing draconian crackdowns on New York City's Jewish community, which has resisted many of the COVID-19. So the Jews are resisting actively. This was a conspiracy theory, like many other things 9, 10 months ago. Yeah, they're pretty much just saying fuck it. Might as well just go full throttle now. If they don't do shit, then shit they're okay with it. So y'all better have y'all guns ready. Y'all better like start like finding ways to make like C4 and grenades and all this shit. But then if you know how to do all that, they probably got like phaser guns and lasers and all that shit already. Plasma weaponry. Just saying. Because it seems like if they're doing all this, they're pushing it. They're gonna want some pushback, so they have a reason to bring out all that advanced tech to quell the rebellion and bring American peace quickly and efficiently. This isn't the first time. Oh, okay. Oh, this isn't the first time that lawmakers have been accused of promoting naked authoritarianism. Last month, Manhattan Democrat Linda Rosenthal introduced legislation that makes COVID-19 vaccinations compulsory in certain situations. It was specified later that any mandate would apply to all individuals or groups of individuals who, as shown by clinical data, are proven to be safe to receive such vaccines. Right, right. And then, like I said, they're just going full force with it now. Where's that? Oh, here's this. New York lawmakers introduced bill to make COVID-19 vaccine mandatory. Let's go ahead and read that one. Proposed legislation to make the vaccines mandatory in New York has come under fire, who are recalling the state's 2019 abortion bill and asking, where have our rights to control our bodies gone? You can't be given rights. You have to assert them shits. Like a piece of paper isn't going to tell you, because if these people don't give a fuck, why the fuck should you give a fuck what they tell you to do? If they say do this, just ignore it. What the fuck are they going to do? They have no power, and y'all need to like abandon that principle of if somebody seems like they have power, then you just give it to them. Fuck that. Y'all need to challenge this motherfucker, or just outright, take care of the problem before the problem takes care of you. The state assembly bill, which was, and these are just words on pieces of paper. Why the fuck are y'all letting words on pieces of paper dictate y'all lives? The state assembly bill, which was introduced by, in the summary says, okay, we already read that. The department shall mandate vaccination for all individuals. Okay, do you support this legislation? Fuck no. Such a mandate will be triggered into effect if public health officials determine that New Yorkers are not developing sufficient immunity from COVID-19. Public health officials, you mean people who could be voted in and from special interest groups, certain friends can be voted up in there who are already gonna say yes to whatever they throw at them. So you really mean you're gonna trust the opinion of somebody who's friends with the motherfucker that's voting them in? See, the only exceptions will be people who have exemptions written by their doctors for medical reasons. And doctors don't too much trust many of them. The bill was referred to by the State Assembly's Health Committee for discussion. It was introduced weeks after the New York State Bar Association passed a resolution urging the state to mandate COVID-19 vaccinations and deny exemptions for religion. Pretty much, it's just gonna get to the point of just fuck New York, bro. Like, matter of fact, you can't even say fuck New York. You just gotta say fuck the New York politicians, bro. You just gotta say fuck the Democratic Party altogether. The push for mandating immunization is an ironic twist in New York, where Cuomo has expressed doubts about trusting the vaccine that would be approved by the Trump administration. He described the potential arrival of the vaccine as bad news and saying that we can't let this vaccine plan go forward the way Trump is planning it. He added that Joe Biden, who he expects to take office in January, would handle the rollout properly. Mm-hmm. Oh, and look at that. It says the vaccine is bad news, but now you want to make it mandatory. You can't make this shit up, bro. Yeah, bro. At this point, you pretty much know what's going on here, man. Are y'all taking this vaccine? Yay, nay. And what do y'all think about this whole forced vaccine shit and internment camp shit? I mean, right now it's easy to say what you will do, but it's not until they come knocking at your door that you know what you're gonna do. So this information is being put out here before you, so that way you know what's going on. So you got time to polish up your machetes and all that shit and do and prepare for what's coming. Like these motherfuckers are just being just straight out with it now, just saying fuck it. We don't even care no more. Like we think that little of you, we think that little of your resistance that we can just come out and just say this shit bold to your face and you ain't gonna do a goddamn thing to resist. That's what they're doing now. But yeah, that's all I got for this episode. So leave a comment, like, share, and all that. And stay tuned for more Dox'n Reality. But yeah, Mr. Paradox over and out.